Maggie, thanks for the text message too, because I had spaced it. I had on my calendar and I'm sitting here working at work and I'm like, oh, thank you for sending
I did that to Avia and totally missed a meeting. I had it on next week's calendar and I felt so bad. Okay, here we are. So rules and law meeting, it's May 29th. We should have started at 3. I don't know what time it is. My watch is now dead, but
It's
the question,
3:07.
thank you. We are here to answer the question about changing our meeting time to 6:30 p.m. on the second and fourth Mondays. And I think we're all okay with that, right? Is that fine?
Yep.
Okay. The only thing that I wasn't certain, and I'm pretty neutral, is do we want to do that like in perpetuity, or are we doing it for the rest of our meetings from home? Do we want to retain that 6 to 7 o'clock hour for committee meetings prior to, because it's a lot easier for people to get there at 6 than 5:30 if we want to leave an hour for a committee meeting. But I'm neutral, so whatever you guys think.
For those who like to schedule the meetings, a committee meeting right before, that is nice to give them that flexibility. I sort of personally, I like the 6:30 start time for council. But I know Avia does like to sometimes schedule her committee meetings right before. So
yeah. What do you think, Marcy?
I'm totally in agreement with Rob. Don't dive shock, Rob. I'm just teasing you. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, it happens more than you know. But I really don't care. I prefer 6:30. The later these things go, that's my evening times with my husband and all that. So, but if it's going to put a burden on somebody else, I'm flexible. So,
okay. I mean, is it something that we can do to just say we recommend changing it to 6:30 and then asking council whether they want to do it permanently?
Well, we can make the recommendation, right? We can make that recommendation and then have the conversation. It's out of the committee report. So the committee report can make the recommendation and then we can have the conversation in the council meeting.
Okay. So do you want to make the recommendation that we change it permanently and then we can just talk about the details of that?
Yeah, I would think so. Marcy, what do you think?
Yep, I agree.
All righty. Okay, that was it. We're done. That's all I had. Just what I forgot to do before.
Is this in the rules of council? Do you know? Do you remember? I'm pulling it up right now. I'm looking at.
Is it I do not believe the start. You know what? It might be. Hang on. Got my pretty little binder here.
My little friend is joining in.
No. Cuddly friend. I'll figure out where I put my rules of council.
It does say 7 o'clock. There it is. Yeah, rule 1.
So we'll change it.
Second and fourth Monday of each month commencing at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So we can change that by ordinance or resolution, or how does that work?
We can change it by ordinance. Yep, right here.
Hey, you know what? The other thing we should look at in Rule 1, the default right now is to have one meeting a month in June, July, August. That's the very next sentence in there.
Oh, you know what? We have changed that.
We've waived that
a lot.
we waived it in the past, I know, but I don't know if we want to. You want to leave it the way it is right now, where it defaults to one time a month in June, July, and August, and have us just waive it every year then?
I personally feel like life has gotten smoother since we've had two. And as long as we have a full council, which we do, if somebody's on vacation, it doesn't seem to upset anything too badly.
Right.
I prefer 2. I've done it both ways, and 2 is way better. So
I think 2 allows us to avoid more emergency measures and stuff like that too, which I'm
exactly
never a big fan of.
Yeah. Well, because you end up, 3 readings takes 3 months. It's horrible.
Yeah. Marcy, do you have an opinion?
I actually don't on this. If another shocker for today, I haven't had enough experience to make that call. I mean, in theory, the idea of meeting once a month in July and August seems okay to me, but I defer to you guys on that particular because I don't have the
Right.
experience to make that call at this point. So
I mean, it's been okay where there's not a whole lot going on. But then there just has been for year after year, the last 3 years, there's just been a lot of things that we've needed to be cleaning up, and there have been some emergencies, and there's been some.
I would say for this year, just because things are changing and evolving so quickly, and who knows what's going to happen the next month or two when if we get this pool going and everything else. It's probably a good idea that this summer for sure.
Well, especially with that and road work and other safety things, and then financial issues that may or may not happen or we need to deal with. I feel like that's a good idea to look at. And now that you mentioned it, Rob, since I have them sitting in front of me, because I have these printed out and always bring them with me, I'll look through all of these, and what I'll do is make a list of all the things I notice. And if you guys want to do it too, that's fine. To refer into committee, and we can just have, maybe we can do this chunk. It should be pretty quick. It's not, the stuff isn't complex. That can be one of like 2 or 3 items we tackle in the first meeting on working through code changes and updates. I think we can even do it next week.
Okay, but for the upcoming meeting, the first meeting in June, you're going to go ahead and have as a committee report recommending that we change the ordinance from 7 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and also make in that same section of the code book, change it from, we're not going to have it June, July, August, having 1 month only. That's hardwired into the code book right now. And I'd rather, I think based on our conversation, it sounds like we're agreeing that let's flip that and let's have it hardwired that we have the regular meetings, and that there's the option to go ahead and go to once a month if we want to.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, in that case, you'd more be waiving a meeting each month rather than waiving the 2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anything else? I don't think we have anything else in the agenda, so we're not technically supposed to decide anything else, but.
No, and you're gonna send out to us, to both of us, you're creating that spreadsheet of the ideas, the brainstorm ideas so far as the things.
I added a couple more things, and I'll add this and cruise through it one more time. I was planning to get it out to you by Monday, so I can do it this weekend for sure.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned?
Meeting adjourned.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thanks, you guys too. Take care. We'll see you.